Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Tom Mitchell Field for tonight's soccer match between Marmion Academy and Brother Rice. At this time, we'd like to announce the starting lineups, beginning with Marmion Academy. First off, number 1, Christopher Tapia. Number 2, Nathan Volkner. Number 5, Patrick Bergeron. Number 6, Jaden Linares. Number 7, Eduardo Zapata. Number 8, Emilio Morones. Number 10, Mauro Alanis. Number 15, Grant Buckner. Number 17, Javin Berman. Number 19, Jordan Pinedo. And number 22, Mason Zilla. And now for the Brother Rice Crusaders. Number 1, David Valencia. Number 2, Eamon Reynolds. Number 3, Brody Briggs. Number 4, Daniel Barch. Number 5, Connor Hines. Number 9, Anthony Peach. Number 10, Giovanni Paz. Number 17, Julian Gaona. Number 20, Xavi Lopez. Number 22, Jacob Williams. And number 28, Pedro Martinez. Ladies and gentlemen, those are your starting lineups for today's game. At this time, we ask that if you can, please rise.
Good afternoon, Crusader fans. We're here at a 60-degree chilly night here for some varsity soccer for the Brother Rice Crusaders versus the Marmion Cadets. I'm your play-by-play announcer, Michael Golan, with my color commentator, Tommy Durkin, producer, Ryan Brashell, and cameraman, Steven Stanek.
Brother Rice Crusaders not off to the best start this season, coming in at 4-10 and 4 ties, but they are coming off a powerful victory in the Christian Brothers Cup against the St. Lawrence Vikings. A very thrilling game, went to a shootout. Crusaders did come out on top.
Marmion off to a powerful season, going at 11-4-2. They've had some great success so far.
Should be a good game here. Expecting Crusaders perform at their highest.
Some stars for the Crusaders to watch out is forward Brody Briggs, defender number 2 Eamon Reynolds, and number 9 Anthony Peach. Definitely 3 pivotal players for the Crusaders.
Very young Crusaders team with 9 of the players being underclassmen. 2 key players that are Brody Briggs and Eamon Reynolds. Eamon Reynolds, a freshman, and Brody Briggs, a sophomore who you also catch kicking field goals for football team.
Yeah, Briggs, definitely a two-way athlete, and doesn't miss too many extra points on the football field.
Not at all.
As Marmion will get the ball in their own half first. Quick attack, nothing too big. Marmion pass it around back in their own half. Back to the keeper. Goes down the field. Header back to their own half. Little miscommunication there between the Cadets. Gonna have number 28, Pedro Martinez, on the throw-in. Briggs.
Another out of bounds. Briggs getting ready to throw this one in quick.
Looking for options. Finds Peach. Peach looking for room to work. Makes one man miss.
Gets stuffed. Great moves there by him, though, in the corner. Looking to turn something out of nothing.
Ends up being a goal kick here for the Cadets.
Goalie getting ready to try to get one downfield.
Keeper is number 1, senior Christopher Tapia. Boots down the field. Gaona pushing up, looking to make some moves. Ended quickly for the Crusaders. Some nice ball movement from the Cadets.
People flying around the field.
Miscommunication, but looks like number 19, Jordan Pinato, is going to be big on offense for the Cadets today, as he takes the ball again, head in the corner, maybe to look across it in, and he does, but deflected back out.
Out of bounds.
Like number 2, Nathan Volkner, Jr., running in to take the throw in.
Crusaders goalie, number 1, David Valencia, senior. In a nice, bright teal outfit today.
Crusaders get that ball back out of their own half. 5, Connor Hines, working hard on defense.
Little contact on the field.
That was number 17, Jamin Berman, the junior. The long distance shot, but he almost got it. Valencia laying out, showing he's all in tonight.
There's Peach.
Dishes it up to looking for Briggs, but booted away. Peach gets it back.
Looking for Briggs again.
Back to the keeper. Looks like that's trying to maybe bring the Crusaders in their own half here.
Number 17, Julian Gaona, chasing after that ball. Doing the best he can to get something going for the Crusaders. Yes, here goes Briggs. Gets stopped by one of the Cadets. But Crusaders are there to stop it again.
Yeah, other than that shot that we saw from number 17, Berman, haven't seen much offense from either side this game. The game's been played pretty much in each of their own halves with control of the ball, or they've been playing at midfield.
Yeah, it's looking like we're going to have a defensive battle tonight. You never know, though. It's only been nearly 5 minutes. Things could switch quick. You never know. Throw in for the Crusaders. There's Peach again.
Up to Connor Hines. Makes an effort for the ball, but doesn't quite get all of it.
Number 10, Giovanni Paz. Pass it down to Briggs. Gets picked off, though.
A little contact there between a cadet and Connor Hines. It's number 10, Mauro Elenis. You know, people say soccer is not really a contact sport, but as you can see, these guys are always pushing each other, shoving around, you know, getting in their faces. It's a lot more banter than you would think.
I agree. Completely agree. Just tell by the physicality that it takes to play the sport. Even something just as simple as a header. Man, you got to think. It's probably got to hurt a little bit, you know? But soccer players are tough, man.
Cadets trying to make something work there, but it's number 4, Daniel Barsh on defense. Takes care of it. Yeah, like Dirk was saying, you know, I've taken a couple headers in my day, but it never feels good. Never learned how to do it the right way.
Corner kick for the Cadets.
Cross in, but
Look, we got some
a call for the ref there.
stumbling.
Give me a goal kick for Valencia. Boots it down. Javi Lopez. Gets up to Connor Hines, but again, Cadets take control. Marmion back to passing in their own half, but they're pushing upfield a little bit. Trying to keep it safe. You see number 17, Julian Gaona, and he takes it away. He's got a little push here, 3-on-1. He puts up a shot.
Oh, just over the top of the net.
Just over the crossbar. That was a big opportunity for the Crusaders, but they were unable to capitalize. Could have been a quick start, 1-0 lead Crusaders. You know, but if I'm Coach Perez, I'm proud Gaona saw that opportunity to take away the ball, you know, put up a good shot, but it just wasn't enough.
I agree. You always just, as a coach, I bet you one of the best things to see out of your players is just effort, and that's all that was tried to be done there. Crusaders trying to make a push, just missed, but you know what happens.
Little header back and
Yeah.
forth here.
Not foul.
Reynolds on the Crusader side, and number 6, Jaden Linares.
Linares and Martinez, a little rumble on the sidelines. Ball eventually goes out of bounds, thrown in by number 26, Mason Seelage.
Cross in, but taken off of the back from Eamon Reynolds, and Crusaders, a couple lucky kicks there, get it through. Pete's definitely the main factor that the Crusaders are trying to get the ball to, looking for open spaces.
It's looking like Peach and Briggs are going to be some key factors. And who was that? Number 17, Julian Gaona. That was just a great shot he put on. Even though it went over the crossbar, you can just tell he's a great player.
Yeah, Pete's only a junior, Briggs sophomore, as well as Gaona, but they're definitely 3 huge factors of this Crusader team.
Another sophomore, his name we've heard a little bit tonight, Xavi Lopez. He's looking like he'll have a great impact on this team. Over the next 3 years, he'll be here.
Nice free kick in from the Cadets, but no cigar. Valencia here takes the goal kick. You know, I've seen a couple soccer games, been out to a couple varsity soccer games, and Valencia definitely a stud on this team. Puts his team on the back sometimes, making saves left and right, putting the ball in good places for the Crusaders. You know, without a good goalie, can't really do much.
It's a great point made by Golan over there. Goalie is honestly the key factor for this team. If you can't have someone down there that holds the net down for the majority of the game, your team could face some struggles. And luckily the Crusaders got one of those guys who will do anything he can to stop a rolling ball from going in the back of that net.
Williams on the throw-in. Gives it back to the defensive side to Barsh.
Push, looking for Briggs. Great touch.
Peach fumbles it. Cadets again working in their own half. Looking for an opening. Keep some space, a little shoving there. Javi Lopez on the throw-in. Looking for Connor Hines. Hines back. Eamon Reynolds with the boot downfield looking for Gaona. Header back in. Away from Gaona. Lil just nothing too crazy going on right now. Just some good ball movement from both sides we've seen so far. Obviously, eventually one of these teams are going to have to get aggressive and go downfield and try to score.
Yeah, honestly, like Golan said, nothing much happening too much. Just trying to work the ball, I feel like. Seeing what's going to work early on in this game and how to adjust.
A good opportunity there.
Boot by Reynolds.
Making
Tried to
some
get
moves.
downfield. Stopped by number 26 again, Mason Zelich.
Cadets. Crusaders overthrowing.
What are we thinking about this Crusader offense? We think they're going to be able to adjust and hopefully get one in the back of the net.
You know, I think Peach, Gaona, and Briggs, I think the pieces are there. I think this Marmion defense has been pretty tough so far. But, you know, hopefully get quicker passes off, better shots, better looks.
Yeah.
You know, hopefully eventually we'll get a goal down there.
I'm liking the sound of that.
That was booted through the uprights. Had a good look, but over the crossbar. That was close, but again, Valencia laying out, stop that.
Well, sidearm
Javi Lopez
sling.
quick down the field, but put it away by number 2, Nathan Volter.
That ball.
A lot of opportunities.
That
He's
ball.
capitalized on so far.
Ball's over there on the Mother Macaulay lacrosse / soccer field. A great new field addition, honestly. Looks great in the backdrop.
Yeah, it's beautiful. We got Tom Mitchell Field and then Mother Macaulay. Looks like they got some lacrosse practice going on, and then the addition of the backdrop of the St. Xavier campus is the Crusaders. Peach pushes it up to Gaona. Gaona looking for something, brings it back out a little bit, but out to the 10-yard line. He finds Connor Hines.
Stuff.
That was a beautiful pass from Gaona, but Crusaders couldn't do anything with it. Ball's booted downfield. Sent out by Eamon Reynolds.
Eamon Reynolds, a freshman on this team, looking like he'll also play a big role for this Crusader soccer team for over the next 4 years. He's joined by his fellow friend and classmate, Osvaldo Bueno. He's not in the game right now, but being a freshman on varsity is not something to overlook.
Yeah, definitely not, you know. It's very rare to see freshmen on varsity, you know. That one is booted way over. Sent to the fence behind the track. You know, I was talking to Eamon at the algebra class today, and I go, you know, Eamon, what's the game plan for tonight? You know, said to be quick, be efficient, you know, capitalize on opportunities they see.
Yeah, Osvaldo Bueno, man, that man's a character. Have majority of my class with him. Great guy to be around. Him and Eamon, two great guys at Brother Rice.
As Crusaders working in their own half of the field. There he goes to Eamon Reynolds, looking to make something, and he does. He takes the ball away. Looking for a push now for the Crusaders.
Oh, little push over there.
Big shove from
Number 8.
Number 8, Emilio Morenes to Connor Hines. Connor Hines been seen getting a lot of pushing and shoving so far from this game. So we have number 4, Daniel Barsh, ready to take the free kick here. Let's see what he does. Gonna send it all the way in, or is he gonna pass it? Passes it up, looking for maybe Gaona.
There's Briggs.
Briggs
Oh.
finds it. Looking for some moves, but it's booted away. Maybe a corner kick here for the Crusaders. 5 Connor Hines on the corner kick.
Brother right substitution into the game for the Crusaders, number 16, Osvaldo Bueno.
There he is. Ozzy, as Mr. Wazio calls him. Almost some capitalization by the Crusaders, but just missed.
Into the game for the Crusaders, number 26, Sergio Zambrano.
Zambrano checking in for number 2, Aiden Reynolds on defense.
That's 15 minutes straight of running. You know, you definitely got to give these players a break. Never realized the conditioning needed for this sport. Got to be in some great top-tier shape.
Right? All you're doing is going back and forth.
Yeah.
Looking to be eventually more stamina and quicker than the other team. Put it back to Valencia, but miss kick there. Ends up being a penalty on the Cadets.
Valencia looking like he's going to try to boot this one downfield. Hopefully give the Crusaders an opportunity to score.
Yeah, Valencia's got quite a boot. You know, as I was saying earlier, I've been on to a couple games. You know, whenever he's kicking it from the goal, he's kicking it about 60, like the 55-yard line. There he goes again, kicking it about 50 yards.
Connor Hines.
Connor Hines takes it, passes to Bueno.
Kick to Hines again. Megs him.
A lot of Crusaders up here on offense, looking to make something here, but Javi Lopez looks like he was trying to maybe score from deep or trying to pass, but what he was trying to do not work out as he kicked out of bounds. Another goal kick here. Taking off the chest of Connor Hines. That was number 8, Emilio Morenes, who came out of the herd of Crusaders. Looked like a 5-on-1, and he came out with the ball on top as it sets up a Cadets. Maybe a little offensive look here. But yeah, the Crusaders definitely like playing the whole entire field, as we saw. Bueno checked in it forward, and he's all the way back there helping his Crusader team out on defense.
Yeah, and Cadets are looking like we've been saying so far, they're playing on their own half. Looking like something they've definitely practiced before. We'll see how it plays out in the long run of this game.
Yeah, I think a huge factor in soccer is just being able to communicate with your teammates, you know, having good ball movement and good control of the ball. Help you to win a lot of games, as the Marmion record speaks. So they come in at 11-4-2.
Little push.
Good ball movement, a little offensive push here, but they're outnumbered. Need some more guys on helping back.
Followed by a swarm of Crusaders. That one's out of bounds.
Substitutions into the game for Brother Rice, number 24, Christopher Lindgren, and from Marmion Academy, number 11, Andres Alvarez.
Looks like Cadet was left unattended, but luckily for the Crusaders, nothing happened of it. Zambrano was there.
There's Peach again. Just flying around everywhere. Great stop.
Stop by Pedro Martinez, getting it out. As Bueno takes it up here, but kicks it too far out in front of him, but Crusaders will remain possession with the throw-in. So we got number 26, Sergio Zambrano, ready to throw it in.
Pass it into number 10, Giovanni Paz. They kick it down to Valencia. Looking like they're going to use his leg to start something up.
One thing about working in your own half is you got to be quick with it. You know, you cannot let the other team push up on you, and then next thing you know, you're outnumbered. You got nowhere to go with the ball, and it's just not a good look.
Yeah. That definitely gives the other team an opportunity to capitalize.
Pushing it up to Gaona. Gaona trying to be quick with his legs. Trying to get up there, but Bueno there. Is he going to shoot it? No, he passes to Gaona. Gaona looking for a shot.
Good pass, just not the greatest execution.
Gaona kicks it out of bounds. Nothing to do for the Crusaders there. Now, speaking of soccer, me and Dirk are on the same gym soccer team,
Yeah, we are.
We got the playoffs tomorrow, we really got to lock in.
Yeah, we do.
We're coming in at second place with a record of 13-6. First place is 15-3, so we really got to...
Yeah, we got some business to take care of tomorrow.
Get our act together.
Beatable team, We've taken them down a few times. Last week, I think me and Golan had the highlight of the week with a header to me, a Make-A-Wish header, popped straight up, went to Golan. Golan tapped that right in. Honestly, one of the best goals I've seen in a soccer game.
Yeah, I think that'd be a ESPN top 10. If they had that on video,
Yep.
Maybe ask Coach Gleason.
Yeah.
Maybe he got that one on tape. As the Cadets looking to push up, but nothing goes. Valencia looking to throw it. So he's looking for options, taking his time. Puts it on the ground, ready to kick. Passes it up to boot downfield, but Barsh again on defense.
There's Hans.
Connor takes a little bit of a shove there. Cadets might really not like this guy.
Yeah. It's Hines again. Number 17, Julian Gaona, looking to make a play on the Cadets.
Taking it upfield. Hopefully he can keep control of this one. That's been the Crusaders' problem so far, is keeping control of the ball as Peach takes it. Pushing in the middle. One thing that helps with Peach's dominance on the offensive and defensive sides is his size. He's got a big body, a tall frame.
Yeah, he does. Looks like it's a big factor on playing some soccer.
It's easy to box some guys out, keep them out of your area.
Substitution of the game
Yeah.
for number 3, Brody Briggs.
Briggs back in the game.
Looks like some movement with Briggs coming in the game. As Briggs originally came out for Bueno, but Bueno's still in. Oh no. We got a push from the Crusaders.
Oh, off the top of the crossbar.
It's off the crossbar, but
Looking like we're going to have a handball here.
that's huge. But it's a big loss for the Cadets there,
Yeah, it is.
Shot off the crossbar, just missed, and then another missed volley, but ends up not harming the Crusaders, but could have been a disaster. Valencia, back to kick.
Bueno and Peach looking for some in a cluster. There's Briggs. A little risky pass. Like they say, high risk, high reward.
Yeah, I think the Cadets' sweet spot is definitely in their own half.
It's weird, though, because they keep trying to go for it. It's looking like it's something they've gone over many times, but just Crusaders are not letting it happen.
There's number 17, Benjamin Berman. Looking to do something there. Is to cross in, but deflected away by Sergio Martinez. Making some moves, but again deflected away by Sergio. Again, Sergio, he's got a tall frame too. Good on defense for blocking balls like that. You know, definitely a lot of these guys got a couple big soccer ball shaped bruises on their back. Is
Yeah.
what they're told to do by Coach Perez is you got a ball coming right at you, turn your back and take it.
There goes the lights at Macaulay. There's Bueno and Gaona. Gaona looking to make something happen. Looking for Hines, but
A little too much on the pass there from Gaona.
yeah.
Keeper ready to drop kick off the volley. Good touch. That's there.
I was thinking that too, man. These players got some nice touch when these deep kicks are coming in at them.
Yeah, it's definitely a huge thing is your touch on the ball, you know. Good touch. You know, you keep control of it, but if you let a bad touch go, it could lead to a turnover. And could be not good. As the Cadets put up a lot of shots here in the last couple minutes, but
And Pedro is just eating balls off his back.
yeah, he's definitely saving Valencia of a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
You know, that's good. Sometimes you gotta take stuff for your teammates, and Pedro Martinez is definitely showing what a good teammate does. Letting Valencia keep his stamina for more necessary saves and critical moments in this game. This Peach, a little accidental send off his head, but it works out for the Crusaders as Gaona takes it. So you have a shot, he does. No.
Oh, just blocked.
Gaona just missed that, but
Christopher Tapia. Can hear the.
Again into the game here. You don't see an energetic crowd who are into the game. It really adds to the atmosphere.
I was thinking that too. They just erupted for a few seconds, but hoping that Crusaders would get something going, but just failed to execute.
Gaona definitely the person the Crusaders have turned to for most of their shots, but had a couple good looks so far, but nothing to go in the goal yet.
Tapia dropping back to try to boot one downfield. Header by Crusaders. It's looking like Osvaldo again.
That's Marmion Berman again. He's done a lot of work on the offensive side for the Cadets. Pedro boots it away again. You know.
Looking like it's going to be Mason Zelich getting that one in. Oh, never mind.
It's like a penalty on
Yeah.
Martinez there. He's looking for what the refs say about it. It'll end up being a throw-in for the Cadets.
To Zelich. It's Hines and it's looking like Sergio making some defensive plays. Here goes Briggs.
Peach taking control of it again, but back to his own half. Looking like maybe a Pedro Martinez boot here, but
Stuffed.
Stuffed by Berman. This might be a disaster for the Cadets, and it is a goal for number 17, Hamid Berman, and that was gonna happen inevitably. You know, the way he's been playing on offense, pushing the ball up, looking for good shots. You know, I was expecting a goal out of him.
A little over 10 minutes left in the first half. These Crusaders are looking to answer pretty quick. Hopefully being able to tie this game by the end of the half.
The sponsor for the Crusaders is Baracos. Baracos Restaurant and Pizza has several convenient locations throughout the south side, including Mount Greenwood, Beverly, and Evergreen Park. Family owned and operated for over 40 years. Baracos has a long line of Brother Rice alumni. Baracos offers delicious classic Italian cuisine. Dine-in, pickup, and delivery are available. Please visit our website at www.baracos.com. They're back. Looking for the Crusaders to make a move on offense and we put the equalizer in. As we're out to from 16 on goal though. Looking to make a move to Hines. Cross in, but is too much. But Briggs looking to save it maybe. And he does not. Looks like it'll end up being a goal kick here for the Cadets.
It's like we got a little Crusader going up and down the bleachers with some orange and maroon spirit.
That looks like he's got some couple pom-poms there. Ready to cheer on the Crusaders. He's got the spirit.
He does.
Maybe a little class of 2035 over there.
Yep.
As Hines heads it up. Oh. There's number 8. It's number 8, Emilio Morenes, and Connor Hines again. They've been going at it a couple times, and Hines looks like he might be down.
Yeah, Hines is just getting passed around today. Definitely, he's the center of contact for this Crusader team.
A little banter from the crowd here. Free kick in. That is taken in by number 1 Tapia. Tapia looking to drop kick it again. Maybe a little off the ankle action, but it still goes a good distance.
They're the 2 freshmen. Bueno and Reynolds. Looking like they definitely have some great chemistry with each other. Being the only 2 freshmen on the team.
Definitely 2 important freshmen to this team. Do get a lot of playing time. It's Eamon has only been out for a couple minutes this game. A little misdirection there.
Substitutions of the game. The Marmion Academy, number 6, Aiden Linares. And Brother Rice, number 20, Tommy Lopez.
Few new people joining the game, subbing in for both the Crusaders and the Cadets. There goes Peach and Briggs.
Cadets looking for an opening here on offense. Up to number 26.
Mason Ziegler.
Zelich, number 26, a freshman.
Freshman.
It's obviously the Cadets. Got a lot of, it's definitely big to have young guys in the rotation. Obviously you want the current program to do something, make a run at state, but you also want to worry about the future of the program and how you look in a couple of years. It's all what recruiting is about.
It's looking like the Crusaders are going to be just fine throughout the years with this very young team.
Another shot in there, just over the crossbar. There's another deep shot. Closing at about 6 minutes here left in the first half. A goal kick here from Valencia as he's trying to trick. It's number 17, Berman. Berman with the goal today for the Cadets.
Well, it's kicked about 50 yards. A little over, actually, because he kicked in the middle of the zone. It's about 55. Here goes Crusaders looking to get a push. Reynolds. Now the ball is in Peach's control.
Peach with a good look and open field as Briggs is running down there, but nothing to it. Missed opportunity for the Crusaders again. The Crusaders, Peach is putting a lot of good balls down there, but the Marmion defense is really just owning the Crusader offense right now. We haven't seen too much control on the offensive side for the Crusaders, and we definitely need to see a lot more of that if they want to win this game.
Great play by Reynolds, not letting the Cadets get any room.
Yeah, Reynolds, good smart play there. You know what to say is, when in doubt, kick it out. And that's what you had to it, Reynolds, rather than sit there.
I like that.
Better reset the play than let it go ahead.
A little under 5 minutes left in this first half. Crusaders got to execute quick if they want to come into the second half with some momentum.
Another deep corner there, but missed. Wow.
It's a
Great defense from Valencia and a little help from the Crusaders on that last header in.
Yeah, just Valencia's going all out today, man. Not letting anything get behind them other than that one unfortunate goal, but
That one's to the side of the goal.
people in the stands telling the Crusaders to get this ball in quick.
For the right substitution, number 26, Sergio Zambrano.
Looks like number 19, Jordan Tornado, who had the shot on that. You know, it's good luck, but just to the left of the goal. Had some good speed on it. Valencia boots downfield. Gaona takes it after trying to take advantage of the Cadets. Miss kick there, but quickly taken back in control of the Cadets. That's one thing that they've been very good at so far is, you know, adjusting to when they make mistakes.
Number 22, Jacob Williams, making some plays out there. He tries to pass it, looking like he was intending for a peach, but a little too much left action. Now go the Cadets. Number 17 again.
I mean, again, big goal, but Crusaders a little upset about that one, but
Marmion again,
you know,
number
that's
17, Yahain Berman.
it's just a quick move by Berman there. You know, he's fast. He's getting up the downfield, and there really wasn't much Valencia can do there. You know, he tried to come out, stop him early, but you know, one-on-one, it's never good for the goal, especially deep out. So that makes the score 2-0 to your Marmion Cadets and 0 for the Crusaders. Peach will take it here from half. I'll be able to go back to pause. Zambrano. Looking up. We have Reynolds with the boot downfield there. Bueno looking for something here. Good pass up to Gaona. This could be a good opportunity for the Crusaders if Gaona takes control of this one. That's great defense for number 5, Patrick Bergeron.
As he gets tripped, him and Gaona taking a little stumble, but Crusaders take it back. Gaona back on his feet with the ball, looking to make a play. Has some clearage.
Maybe looking for a penalty there, maybe a yellow for a good free kick, but Gaona doesn't get the benefit. Cross back towards the middle of the field for the Cadets. Maybe look some offense. Bueno looking for something here, maybe. Deep cross in. Looking to set something up there for the Cadets, but nothing going on. Looks like it's going to be a throw-in for the Marmion Cadets here.
As we're closing in on this half.
cross in, looking for a late score, maybe header, but scooped up by Valencia pretty easily. Just boot down the field. Crusaders maybe looking for one last offensive push to go out with some momentum before half.
That one's out of bounds. 45 seconds left in this half. 41 seconds.
Cadets on the offensive side again, but it's taken away quickly. This is going to be their last chance for the Crusaders to do something before half. Try to go up to Gaona, but man, this Marmion defense is really just on locks right now. They've been stopping everything that's coming their way.
No fly zone for them.
This is half nears to an end. Our proud sponsor is Culver's. Crusader fans, enjoy a fresh, handcrafted meal at Hometown Hospitality at neighborhood Culver's at Every Park. Owned and operated by Matt Herman. Brother Class 2008. Culver's and Every Park offers butter burgers, frozen custard, and incredible Wisconsin cheese curds. Culver's, welcome to delicious. And at the end of at halftime, your score is brought to you by Encore Core Wash at 4900 West 95th Street, Oak Lawn. The score is your Marmion Cadets 2 and your Brotherhood Crusaders 0.
Tired of waiting in long lines for a clean car? Well, come to Encore Car Wash, located at 4900 West 95th Street in Oak Lawn. With competitive pricing and lightning-fast service, it's no wonder Encore is the fastest-growing express car wash in the Chicagoland area. Whether you're on your way to school, work, or just out and about, Encore's convenient location gets you in, out, and shining in no time.
Encore Car Wash is the fastest-growing car wash on the south side of Chicago.
Encore Car Wash is the official car wash partner of Brother Ez.
You can find Encore Car Wash on 95th Street in Oak Lawn.
Tired
So I definitely feel like I'm well prepared. I've gotten tons of help from teachers after school. During my junior year, I had a pre-calc honors class that I really struggled with. And so I literally lived in my math teacher's classroom. I mean, every single day, 2 to 3 hours, I would be in there just learning, getting help because I struggled with it in grammar school. So the academics definitely is a standout here for me.
We are a college prep school. We concentrate on the STEMs. The boys have a wonderful engineering program. They have strong teachers. They feel we're preparing confidence. We have alumni that come back and tell us we were ready, we were prepped for college. So that instills a lot of confidence in us, and it tells us that we are doing something right.
I believe it prepares you better because you're individualized. Like if your grade starts slipping or you stop turning in work, your teachers will pull you after class and talk to you, or your counselor will pull you and talk to you and be like, do you need to change something, or do you need to just talk about something and get something off your mind so you can be better prepared.
Teaching boys is a little bit different. We have to have more patience. We have to expect the impulsiveness, and we have to guide them more gently in that way. So that's one of the things that we do, is because unique to, if we were to teach co-ed, we could do that very well, but because we teach boys, we understand boys and we understand the way the boys think.
It's the family feeling. You don't have to come to school scared. You don't have to come to school nervous or anxious. You can really just be yourself here.
You know, there's several advantages to teaching in an all-boys school. We can teach directly to boys, and they learn differently than girls do. And I've taught in co-ed schools, and kids learn differently. But in boys' schools, they learn by doing and getting hands-on. But also the spirit in the halls of the brotherhood and the guys who just will jab each other, and they'll be involved and they'll be able to talk to each other. You can't find that in a co-ed school.
The advantage to attending an all-boys school is that you're more comfortable. I know I went to a co-ed grade school, and there's just that sense of, oh, I have to make sure, double check what I'm doing, and sometimes you might not be able to be yourself. When you come here, you realize that there is no, wall, there's no barrier that's, trying to keep you from being who you are. You can come here, you can, be who you want to be, and you learn to relax and become comfortable when you're around, your other fellow students and, your brothers.
It means something different for everyone. It kind of just means being the best you can be, because everyone can be exceptional in different ways, but just being exceptional is kind of being the best you can, living up to your full potential.
We expect the best from our young men. I often tell my students, we're not raising boys here. We're developing men. So I expect the best from each and every one of my students here.
Brother Rice absolutely offers something for every student. The classes that we offer, the wide variety of electives, there's a huge variety of sports, obviously, and there's a huge variety of clubs, after-school clubs and activities. Not to mention a really diverse student body as well, both racially, ethnically, even socioeconomically. So there really is something for every student here at Brother Rice.
I'd say come check it out. See for yourself. You can witness the brotherhood that these boys share with each other. You can sense the atmosphere. You can see the culture when you walk down the hallway. These guys do want to be here. They may not always know it, but they do enjoy learning. And I think we make it about as easy as we can for them with the atmosphere, with the offerings that we have here at Brother Rice.
Here at Brother Rice TV, we've been looking for work this semester, so we're taking advantage of any practice we can get. And it looks like we're going to go with the I formation from about 2.5 yards away. And line up, one spread out right, one spread out left, one behind the quarterback. The snap, run left, dive in, end zone, touchdown!
Ah, come on, man.
It's just not the same.
So I definitely feel like I'm well prepared. I've gotten tons of help from teachers after school. During my junior year, I had a pre-calc honors class that I really struggled with. And so I literally lived in my math teacher's classroom. I mean, every single day, 2-3 hours, I would be in there just learning, getting help, because I struggled with it in grammar school. So the academics definitely is a standout here for me.
We are a college prep school. We concentrate on the STEMs. The boys have a wonderful engineering program. They have strong teachers. They feel we're preparing confidence. We have alumni, they come back and tell us we were ready, we were prepped for college. So that instills a lot of confidence in us, and it tells us that we are doing something right.
I believe it prepares you better because you're individualized. Like if your grades start slipping or you stop turning in work, your teachers will pull you after class and talk to you, or your counselor will pull you and talk to you and be like, do you need to change something, or do you need to just talk about something and get something off your mind so you can be better prepared.
Teaching boys is a little bit different. We have to have more patience. We have to expect the impulsiveness, and we have to guide them more gently in that way. So that's one of the things that we do, is because unique to, if we were to teach co-ed, we could do that very well, but because we teach boys, we understand boys and we understand the way the boys think.
It's the family feeling. You don't have to come to school scared. You don't have to come to school nervous or anxious. You can really just be yourself here.
You know, there's several advantages to teaching in an all-boys school. We can teach directly to boys, and they learn differently than girls do. And I've taught in co-ed schools, and kids learn differently. But in boys' schools, they learn by doing and getting hands-on. But also the spirit in the halls of the brotherhood and the guys who just will jab each other, and they'll be involved and they'll be able to talk to each other. You can't find that in a co-ed school.
The advantage to attending an all-boys school is that you're more comfortable. I know I went to a co-ed grade school, And there's just that sense of, oh, I have to make sure, double check what I'm doing, and sometimes you might not be able to be yourself. When you come here, you realize that there is no, wall, there's no barrier that's, trying to keep you from being who you are. You can come here, you can, be who you want to be, and you learn to relax and become comfortable when you're around, your other fellow students and, your brothers.
It means something different for everyone. It kind of just means being the best you can be, because everyone can be exceptional in different ways, but just being exceptional is kind of being the best you can, living up to your full potential.
We expect the best from our young men. I often tell my students, we're not raising boys here. We're developing men. So I expect the best from each and every one of my students here.
Brother Rice absolutely offers something for every student. The classes that we offer, the wide variety of electives, there's a huge variety of sports, obviously, and there's a huge variety of clubs, after-school clubs and activities. Not to mention a really diverse student body as well, both racially, ethnically, even socioeconomically. So there really is something for every student here at Brother Rice.
I'd say come check it out. See for yourself. You can witness the brotherhood that these boys share with each other. You can sense the atmosphere. You can see the culture when you walk down the hallway. These guys do want to be here. They may not always know it, but they do enjoy learning. And I think we make it about as easy as we can for them with the atmosphere, with the offerings that we have here at Brother Rice.
We're back after a brief halftime in the varsity soccer game. If you're just joining us, the first half consisted of 2 goals from the Marmion Cadets from Hameen Berman. Maybe he might go for the hat trick here in the second half, adding a third. But Crusaders, not much offense, 0 goals so far. Hopefully they turn that around here, but early, not a good start. It goes right off the top post. Valencia, you could tell he's already frustrated after that first half, and to start off like that again is not a good look for the Crusaders.
Here go the Crusaders trying to make something happen. After a dry first half, looking to add some numbers onto their side of the scoreboard. Potentially come back and win this game.
Yeah, Marmion definitely dominated this first half, and we'll see if that domination continues or if the Crusaders are going to look for some hope and maybe go score a couple goals. I think definitely if I'm Anthony Peach, who has been given the looks for the Crusaders for the whole entire first half, I'm definitely looking for Gaona or Briggs down low.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Those two look like critical factors on this team. They, I think, will be the ones that can turn this game around and tie this up and eventually take the lead to win this game.
Yeah, Briggs and Gaona both quick and efficient. They both had a couple looks. Gaona more than Briggs, but they put up a couple good shots, but it didn't really go out the way they really wanted it to. But
There's Lopez kicking it down.
Bueno still in for the Crusaders. Crosses it back in, but booted out.
There's Lopez.
Javi Lopez looking for Peach. Peach back.
Soft little.
Soft little volley back in. Gaona working around a couple guys. He puts a shot up, but it's stopped. And number one, Tapia. God, Tapia really has not seen much action this game. You know, his defense has been locking up this Crusader offense. He's probably only got 5 saves.
Yeah. Obviously, as you can tell by the scoreboard, he hasn't let any of those get past him.
Marmion Berman again, who crossed it in, but Valencia all over that one is, you can tell he's ready. He's not letting any of those goals get past him again, any of those shots.
Valencia's liking that sidearm throw coming in.
Yeah, that's definitely one thing you see a lot of soccer goalies do, I think. Maybe it's a way to get more distance on the ball or get more spin.
Yeah, it could be.
Easier touch, maybe.
It's a great play by Valencia there.
I mean, Berman again. He's been definitely, like I said earlier, dominant for the Marmion offense. He's got the 2 goals that they've scored. Definitely been trying to get the ball to him. He's quick in open space, and he definitely gets the job done when he needs to. Gaona maybe looking for a little push here, but again, trouble the Crusaders have been having, same in the first half, is keeping the ball in range of them. You know, a couple balls have gotten away. They just accidentally booted it a little too far out in front of them, and Marmion took control of it.
Yeah, you know, the Crusaders doing the best they can, but it just seems like it's one of those nights where nothing's going well for them. I shouldn't say nothing, but nothing great has been happening for the Crusaders.
And they gotten a couple shots off, but obviously we haven't capitalized on them.
No.
But, you know, you gotta give credit where credit is due. Marmion has definitely been great so far. Their defense and their offensive side. That ball's booted away on the Rapalli's beautiful turf field. See a couple balls over there, actually.
Yeah.
Gonna have to get the ball boy over the fence getting those.
Look like we're gonna have to call that kid that was running down with the pom-poms. Get him over here.
Starting early.
Yeah. Let him know.
Valencia back and ready to boot away. A great boot there. They went about 60 yards. Dangerous here for.
Just stop that, man.
Good look in for the Cadets here, but nothing happened of it. And
we mentioned
enthusiasm from the fans here. You know, we're looking to get something going. You know, it definitely helps with the atmosphere.
it's a little chilly out here. Noticing that not many players have undershirts on, but that makes me realize the amount of, like we said earlier, the amount of running required to play this sport. It's definitely not something that should be overlooked. You have to be really in shape to play this game at a high level, and that's just what's being shown today in this matchup.
Yeah, like Tommy just said, cannot overlook the condition that they need. The whole game of soccer is, when you're gassed, you got to just let your opponent's gassed too. You got to give a little more than them to come out on top. Little uneven matchup there between Peach and Zeelich, freshman on a junior. A free kick for Barsh here. See if he can boot it in to give the Crusaders an opportunity to score, as he does, and Peach takes it off the head. Looking up. Give some open space. Throw in here.
Hey, Brayshell, what are we thinking about this game tonight?
It's been pretty good so far.
Great take there from our producer, Ryan Brayshell. No, I agree, Ryan. It's been a pretty good game so far. Maybe not as much for the Crusaders, but when you're talking about Marmion, they definitely had a great showing. Ball gets away from number 11, Andres Alvarez, and he's a little frustrated about that. Senior looking to make as many opportunities as he can before, he ends his last soccer game here at Marmion Academy.
There goes Hines.
Hines, a good ball over to looking for Bueno, but it just had a little too much on it. Maybe a little backspin on that ball could have helped it sit in, but it's hard to multitask here when you're trying to go win games. You're down by 2. This is where the Crusaders start, doing anything that works. Could be unorthodox, but
Up by 2 is one of the worst leads, though, in any game that involves goals. I feel like when you're up by 2, you're more worried about the team not scoring than you actually are scoring. So that one just misses. No scream.
it's like number 10, Mauro Elenas. On the shot there, but too much power.
Faint scream from one of the Crusaders, looking like. Trying to distract that player as best he could. Some positive talk from the bleachers. Crusader moms looking like trying to give their team hope.
Little 4-on-1 action from Elenas here. He's still on control, but a 1-on-1 ball gets away from him. There's a great highlight of how the Marmion defense has played so far. Crusaders take control of the ball, send it, but immediately number 15, Grant Buchner, is there to head it back into the Crusaders' own half, and that's what's pretty much been the outlier in this game, is that the Crusaders need to be more aggressive on how they are, be more careful.
I'm a big fan of that vocabulary there, liking that word outlier.
Thanks, Dirks. I like to give a lot of my credit to my vocabulary to my English teacher, Miss Young. 8th period, 9th grade honors. Great class.
Great teacher. Miss Young's definitely top tier teacher at Brother Rice. She definitely knows her stuff.
Yeah, Romeo and Juliet right now. Greek mythology. It's interesting.
Yeah, it is. Great teacher. Always finds a way to get the class involved. Personally, I'm really liking the Socratic seminars we do in that class.
Yeah, it's a great way to get everybody talking. Even those kids that aren't very social and don't contribute much to like making friends and being out there, but it's definitely a way to get them talking.
Yeah, she definitely knows what she's doing out there. Big shout out to Mrs. Young.
movement here, but sent away by Eamon Reynolds, but taken back again in possession.
It's number two. Number two, Nathan Volkner is looking pretty shifty out there.
Yeah, he's going back and forth from left to right, you know, making quick, clean passes.
Getting some behind the leg action. He looks like he's been around this sport most of his life. I bet you as most of everyone else has.
Hustling down the field there, trying to get on that ball, but not fast enough. Crusaders pushing it up, you know. Besides that little scare there for the Crusaders, you know, by Berman, you know, that nice shot at the beginning, but other than that, it's been pretty slow. And, you know, the Crusaders definitely got to start making something happen. As we've already got down to already had about 15 minutes in the second half. You know, Crusaders only got about a quarter of the game left to do something here, score 2 goals. Gaona tries to take it there, but
it's number 2 again.
Volkner,
Here goes number 17, Jamin Berman. Looking to try and execute the third one of the night.
And he's quick, and he got there. You know, 28, Pedro Martinez, you know, he was there to get that ball away, but Berman's speed, he was right on that, you know, deflect that and give the Cadets control the ball, but as you can see, nothing came to it. You know, as you said earlier, you know, one thing coaches look for is effort. If I'm Marmion's coach, you know, I mean Berman out there on the field at all times. You know, the speed he shows is great. This number 2, Volkner, again, he's been a good factor of this Marmion defense. And get out there,
especially in the second half. That's shown his abilities, how he plays. I was watching him during warm-ups. He looked like he's doing great. There goes Reynolds with the boot. Head. Connor Hines looking to apply some pressure near the sidelines.
Maybe a little tripping there from Teach. The refs do call it, and it looks like it's going to be a free kick.
No, fallen Cadet.
Definitely a very makeable free kick here. You know, this is the range where you usually see guys trying to go for it. You know, if I'm shooting this free kick, I'm definitely aiming for top left corner. I'm sure Valencia's thinking the same thing. You know, Valencia's got a great IQ on the soccer field. The pitch, as most would call it. Well, trickery here, maybe. And ends up not amounting to anything, and the Crusaders bat it out of bounds. Looks like it might be a corner kick.
This is one of the nicest pitches, I bet you, around this area. Great field, Tom Mitchell Field.
Yeah, I agree. It's, you know, it's nice, you know. You played 16 in softball out here, you know, for gym class. You can appreciate the beauty of this field.
Yeah, I got first period gym. Nothing like waking up, going right to school in some gym clothes and playing some softball when there's still dew on the turf.
Yeah. You know, luckily we were out there, you know, when it wasn't too chilly yet, but when it gets chilly, mid-morning dew, it's going to be
a little rough.
It's going to be hard weather conditions for
yeah.
in softball.
Substitutions into the game for Marmion Academy. Number 6, Jaden Linares. And for Brother Rice, number 24, Christopher Lindgren.
Couple substitutions, one from each team there. ball goes up to Berman again there. Good ball. Up to Gaona. He's got it. He's got to do something here if the Crusaders want to stay in this. He's going to put up a good shot. Oh, but great defense from Marmion. But those are the Crusaders. Those are the looks they need.
Yeah, that's the push that they're looking for, man.
You know, get it to Gaona or Briggs in open space, and those are the kind of shots you want.
Plenty of time is right, as we hear from the bleachers. 22 minutes is a lot to make something happen. I mean, what? Both those goals from the Cadets in the first half were under 20 minutes, right?
Yeah, I believe you're right, Dirks. That's good defense. I believe that was the freshman Zealage again. You know, he's been freshman. You know, he's not very big. You know, 5'6", 105 pounds. You know, but he's definitely putting his effort out there. Here we go, maybe a little hope for the Crusaders if Gaona takes, or Bueno, excuse me, takes control of this.
Crusader substitution number 3, Brody Briggs.
Brody Briggs coming into the game. Hopefully looking to turn things around for this Crusader team as we come in with a little over half.
You know, if you coach for us here, I'm going all offense, you know. I mean, you know, you could be worried about, you know, what if, Berman, you know, gets another hold of the ball and goes scores another goal for the hat trick, but if anything, you know, big risk but high reward, you know. You need to start pushing something for the Crusader offense. It's a nice little shot there, but nothing comes to it as Valencia takes it, sends it out to Briggs. Briggs looking to pass it out, but nothing to it. This Marmion being strong on the offensive side, keeping control of the ball. A great save from Valencia as he lays out for that one. Martinez boots it up. Marsh up to Briggs. Briggs looking to move something here, but Berman all over him. Looking for something, but call some time on the Crusaders there. Free kick in. Valencia comes out and grabs it.
Looking like they got to do something quick. Here goes Peach.
Oh, looks like a good push here from Gaona. And this is where you got to do something here in Gaona. You know, kind of gets in a bad position in the corner, but he's got to do something here. He crossed it in.
Oh,
it's too much. Nobody's there to get there. You know, Briggs was just behind the ball and.
Looking like that could have been a great play, but
You know, another Crusader too far out in front, and Briggs too far out in behind. Good boot down here, and what a beautiful find. And there's Berman again, but Valencia. That's the type of thing you see a veteran goalie do. A first-year goalie, who doesn't have much experience, they might sit back and try to save that one. But Valencia is aggressive. He goes out there and tries to stop the ball before anything happens.
the senior goalie with many experience as a keeper for the Crusaders.
Now the Crusaders do not have another keeper on this roster. We'll see. I guess we'll see who they have try to fill the role of David Valencia, but those will be big shoes to fill. Throw in here for the Cadets. Excuse me, a free kick. That's going to be sent in deep, and
I thought that went in for a second.
almost scored that from about the 30-yard line. That's about a 40-yard goal there. That was number 10, Mauro Elenis, who almost banged that from deep.
Yeah, that had some airtime, man.
In the game for Brother Rice, number 22, Jacob Williams.
Jacob Williams coming in for the game.
Here we go. There's the Crusaders. Briggs and Gaona both there to take control of that ball. Gotta do something here. Gaona looking for an option. But now he's cornered in by a couple Marmion defenders, and the ball's just taken away by him.
Marmion making a push. Looking like, I've come to realize that in all these passes, they really lead the person going for the ball. They kick it maybe 15, 20 yards further. I know that's what you're supposed to do, but it's a lot more in this game. Like, as you can tell, a quarterback's supposed to lead the receiver. In football, this is similar. This is technically considered football too, but
Not here in America.
yeah, not the one we're familiar with.
Thinking about that, really does make a lot more sense to call it football, using your feet on the ball. Not very familiar on the background of why they changed the name.
Soccer. Who knows? Above my pay grade.
Maybe we'll find out in our prestigious education here at Brother Rice High School.
Yep.
Maybe ask Mr. McCall. Maybe he'll know.
Yeah. He knows. Seems like he knows everything. Great guy. Mr. McCall. He's a one-of-a-kind dude.
Mr. McCall's a great teacher,
Yeah.
Second period, walking in after, my gym class, It's a very interesting class, to learn about. Right now we're learning about ancient India,
Me and Golan sit right next to each other.
Back right of the class.
Yep. Interesting class to learn about.
It is.
It's a lot to take in, but luckily we've got a great teacher instructing.
What's the grade looking like in world history right now, Dirks?
I think we're sitting at an A-.
There we go. Yeah, I'm sitting at a B+ myself. It's a tough class. I gotta give, Mr. McCall, great teacher. Really gotta pay attention. He says really important stuff. If you don't pay attention in class, the grades aren't gonna look very nice in the grade book.
Not at all.
That's a nice cross in there, but nothing happens to it. You know, Osvaldo and Eamon, both in our history class.
Yeah, they are.
Out there on the field. Some would say student athletes.
Yeah. Student comes first, though.
Sure does. Big boot downfield. Gonna be a stoppage here by the ref, and Crusaders looking to make it quickly as the coach there and have a little free kick.
Looking like we got something going on over there at St. Xavier. Maybe it's Coach Gleason's football team.
That's right. Coach Gleason, you know, great guy.
Great guy.
Great gym teacher. Also teaches U.S. history at Brother Rice.
And he's also a football coach at St. Xavier.
Yeah, Coach Gleason always reminds us, you know, you think you're all that, but you know, you gotta prove it first.
Not good till he tells you you're good. Same Burger King, man. You can't always have it your way.
That's what they say.
Quoted directly from Coach Gleason.
It's Peach being aggressive there, maybe trying to play a little trickery on the goalie, but goalie just picks it up. Tapia. You know, other complete opposite of Valencia. You know, Tapia hasn't seen much action this whole game. You know, it's Crusaders' offense has been not the best so far. You know, we need to see something here with these 11 minutes left. But Valencia has been all over the place. As we see, he might get another opportunity to do something here, but
Looks like it intentionally kicked out of bounds by number 4, Daniel Barsh. Throwing it in for the Cadets is number 2, Nathan Volkner.
sent in, but taken by the goalie. Valencia, so looks to throw it down the field, maybe drop kick. And he's going to end up dropping it to the floor and booting it down to Briggs, who sends it back in the Crusaders' half. Maybe a little missed touch there. As the Cadets have another good offensive move.
Oh, that's just outside the goal.
Just outside the goal, got stuck in between the outside of the net and the top crossbar. You know, just barely missed. But that's a great shot from the Cadets.
Maybe a few inches, like 6 to 7 more inches to the left. That's going in.
Number 16, Osvaldo Bueno, and number 26, Sergio Zambrano.
Osvaldo Bueno subs in, looking to make something happen. Big shout out to Ryan and Steven today.
Yeah, you know, it's the work that's done behind the scenes that's huge, you know.
Steven on camera, Ryan on producer. Giving us great looks throughout the game. Steven just providing every angle that we need. Ryan giving us all the information we need. Big shout out to these two guys.
Yeah, you know, if you're not familiar with the students here at Brother Rice when you're watching, you know, we got a full freshman squad today.
Yeah, we do.
Still making it work, but we're obviously still learning, you know.
All of us looking like we can play some big roles in this. What's this called? What was this considered, a club?
Yes, BRTV is a club broadcasting student run by here at Brother Rice. Ran by Mr. Creed. Mr. Creed always helps us out here, you know. Never, you know, obviously he wants us to do everything on our own, but he's always ready to offer a helping hand if we need it.
Yeah, great guy, Mr. Creed.
So the next match at home for the Crusaders will be a scrimmage versus the USC Flames. which is a college downtown, if you didn't know, right by St. Ignatius. And, we'll see how that one goes for the Crusaders.
Beautiful baseball field at UIC. Pure look at the Chicago skyline. And that's in the back of the net.
That's a great goal. Nice volley there from number 6, Jaden Linares.
What a pass, honestly. Great pass. And it's finished by number 6, yeah.
Marmion Academy goal, number 6, Jaden Lanier.
It's a great pass by number 17. Jamin Berman just lofted that one up there, and number 6, Jaden Linares, was able to come in and finish it. Give the boys 3.
I'm about Coach Perez here, starting to get the subs in. Maybe one last good push, but it's going to be tough. The Crusaders have so much offense this whole game, so to try to score 3 goals in 7 minutes, it's going to be difficult, but hopefully the Crusaders can capitalize.
Did you know that Brother Rice TV averages thousands of viewers for varsity contests? Or that we have had over 1 million viewers watch our broadcasts? We would love to welcome you as an advertiser. If you own a business and would like to be featured via ad reads, scoreboard sponsorships, or more, the opportunity for advertising is here. Please contact Greg Nye at 773-429-4313 for more information. Again, that's 773-429-4313.
Yeah, we got a lot of sponsors here, They all get some love while we're on there. Here, we got the Whistle, Culver's,
Baracos,
Encore. You've heard of Encore Core Wash, a big one. So we just filmed the commercial the other day. In fact, Dirks was involved in that. How was that, Dirks?
It's a great scene to be involved in, It's some great energy. The people over there at Encore Car Wash are some great people to meet. I don't remember the guy's name, to be honest, but he was a great dude. Him and his other friend. Great guys helping out me, Brendan O'Connell, Shane Lyons, Nolan Leonard, and Charlie Cushing. Had a great time over there. That's the commercial that you'll see in between quarters at halftime. I wasn't in it, but I filmed it, so.
It's all right, Dirks.
Yeah.
That's what happens behind the camera that people don't see, That's number 6 again.
Freshman privileges.
That's right. Bottom of the pack now.
Yeah.
Coming off of the peak in 8th grade, and now you're at the bottom.
Right back at the bottom.
Work your way back up. As I said earlier, Whistle, another sponsor. If you have been looking for the best place to watch sports in Chicago, then look no further. The Whistle Sports Bar and Grill boasts 28 TVs, 2 video walls, and a processor allowing 4 games on the Whistle is also your Southside home for high school sports. The Whistle is an amazing advocate for student broadcasting groups featuring games all week long. Owned by proud Brother Rice alum Joe Lombardo. The Whistle is located at 4911 West 95th Street in Oaklawn. Again, that's 4911 West 95th Street in Oaklawn. For more information, visit whistle95.com. That is maybe a last opportunity for Dale in there, but
yeah, it's looking like
give it away. We got about 5 minutes left here.
As time runs out, this is just a game where the Crusaders gotta learn from. Know what went wrong, what went right. I have no doubt, though, that they'll be able to adjust and adapt. And here goes Osvaldo Bueno, chasing after the ball. Now Eamon Reynolds, 2 freshmen.
Takes it. We're at about 4:30 left. If I'm Marmion Cadets here, I'm just kind of moving the ball, keeping it away from the Crusaders.
Yeah, honestly, it looks like that's what they're doing.
Just like basketball, working the clock, just passing it around.
Nothing forced.
That's right.
Any comments to add on to this game, Ryan,
The Crusaders could really use some help on that offensive side of the ball. That's really it.
Anything, Steven?
No, it's been a good one. Crusaders definitely offensively have to get some work.
I agree.
I agree with both of them there, offensive, it's there some games with the Crusaders and some games it's not. Everybody has their on and off days, and today was definitely one of those off days. Gaona had a lot of looks, but that Marmion defense, big factor in stopping those.
Yeah, it's not always going to be your best day. Adding on to what Golan said, you go through some patches. You could be in your best game of your life. Your next game could be your worst, as we've seen the up and downs from this last week of this Crusader team after taking down Lawrence in that Christian Brothers Cup to fall into Marmion here today. Actually, it's not over yet, but it's looking like we know who this game's going to end in favor to. Here goes number 2, Nathan Volkner.
Yeah, Volkner, big factor for Marmion here on the offensive side.
Agreed.
Easy to spot out, it's his blonde hair. Assuming the pink pleats in his armband are for the month of October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, as we see a couple other Marmion cadets here out here with the same team. You also see number 28, Sergio Martinez for the Crusaders, also wearing the pink cleats.
Everyone with breast cancer, just know you're not fighting alone. People are with you.
Yeah, I agree, Dirk. Breast cancer is no joke, Everybody's supporting you guys. Is penalty there. Crusaders look going to be quick. They only got 2 minutes left, and it's sent in, but are they going to score here? Is this going to be the opportunity?
Oh, just sent out. Look, as we just under 2 minutes left in this game.
Peach with a throw in. Sent in, but a nice save there from Tapia. That's the first great save, obviously, besides the sequence of events right before that. But as I've been saying this whole half, Tapia really hasn't needed much. That defense has been really locking on the Crusaders.
Couldn't say it better myself.
So we see a little late action here.
Whistle blown.
Ends up being offsides on Marmion.
We approach a little bit under a minute left in this contest.
About 41 seconds left as Marmion takes control of the ball as they throw it in, but still pushing strong, even though this game is most likely under Marmion's belt. Add to the win column, which would make them 12-4-2, and would make the Crusaders 4-11-4. Good sound out there. The last hurrah from the fans here.
Yeah.
An air horn.
Going out with some sort of bang.
Gaona can score with 5 seconds left.
And stopped.
He's going to get it here, but no.
And that's going to do it.
And as the game concludes, the final score is Marmion Cadets 3 and Brotherhood Crusaders 0. That final score is brought to you by Encore Core Wash at 9400 West 95th Street, Route 1. Visit EncoreCoreWash.com for more information. Again, this is Michael Golan, who's play-by-play today. Company with Tommy Durkin, who's color. Ryan Brachel is the producer, and Steven Stanek is the cameraman. Thank you, Crusaders. Have a great night, and we will see you next week for some Brother Rice soccer.
Tired of waiting in long lines for a clean car? Well, come to Encore Car Wash, located at 4900 West 95th Street in Oak Lawn. With competitive pricing and lightning-fast service, it's no wonder Encore is the fastest-growing express car wash in the Chicagoland area. Whether you're on your way to school, work,